Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're going to quickly review the formulas for areas and volumes for basic shapes, both 2D and 3D. We'll also do a practice exercise, and in further videos we will practice with more complex 3D shapes, finding the surface area and their volume. First up we have 2D shapes. These are flat, so all we care about is their area, as flat shapes do not have a volume. So let's start with a rectangle, for example. This one has a length and a width, and the area for this is just length times width. For a circle, we know that a circle has a radius, which is distance from the outside to the middle. And the formula for this one is simple. Pi times our radius squared. We also have triangle, which has a base and a height, and our formula is 1/2 times base times height. Pretty easy, right? Now let's get on to 3D shapes. For 3D shapes, we need to calculate the surface area, which is indicated by SA, which is the total area of all the outer faces. And we also have to calculate our volume, which is how much space is inside the shape. Let's break it down into the different shapes and their formulas. So, here we have a rectangular prism. Something like this would have a surface area of 2 times length times width plus 2 times length times height and 2 times width times height. This is because we have our length here, we have our width here, and we have our height here. We have two faces, this one and this one, of length times height. We have two faces, this one and this one, of width times height. And we have another two faces, this one and this one, of length times width. So that is why we need to add all these faces. To calculate the volume, this is much more simple. We just need the base, which would be length times width, times the height to fill up our entire shape. So this is just length times width gives us the base times our height. Now let's move on to the cylinder. To calculate our surface area, the formula is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h, where r is the radius from here to here, as we explained before, and height, h, is the height of our cylinder. So this first section is basically 2 times pi r squared. As we know, pi r squared is the formula for our circles. So what this is doing is calculating the surface area of both of our circles in the base. And this second part over here, 2 pi rh, is basically calculating the curved area we have all around the cylinder. To get our volume, all we must do is pi r squared, which we know is the area for the base, and multiply this by our height in order to get the filled in volume. To calculate the surface area and volume in a cone, these are the following formulas. Let's start with the surface area. This is equal to pi r squared plus pi rl, where r is the radius that we have seen before, and L is the height of the slant line. This first part will find the area of our base, and this second part we'll find the area of all the cone except the base, all the curved area. The formula for the volume is very simple. It is just 1/3 times pi times r squared times height, where our height is this, and this, sorry, is our L. For our final shape, we have a sphere. This is not a circle, this is a shape of a ball. So our surface area will be the formula 4 times pi r squared, where our r is our radius, and our volume will be 4/3 pi r cubed. Let's practice with a very simple exercise. This is a rectangular prism where our length is equal to 6, our width is equal to 5, and our height is equal to 2. So, let's solve for our surface area. This will be equal to 2 times 6 times 2 plus, which is this side over here, 2 of these. Then let's do 2 times 6 times 5, which is this, and this, plus 2, 6 times 5, plus this side and this side, 2 times 5 times 2. And this will give us 24, sorry. 2 times 12 is 24. 2 times 30 is 60. And 2 times 20 is 20. So if we add all this, we will get 104 units squared. For our volume, all you must do is multiply length times width times height, so 6 times 5 times 2, which we will get 6 times 5 is 30, 30 times 2 is 60. 60 units cubed. That will be all for today's video. See you in our next videos where we will go deeper into geometry. Thank you for watching.